Thanks for joining us here on Arc Salt Lake. I'm Brian Schnee. It is Tuesday, November 11th. It is also Veterans Day, an important day of gratitude for those who protect and serve. Today we will highlight some key issues that military families are facing right now. Before we do that though, meteorologist Sean Kelly is here with our first alert forecast. The northern lights are popping tonight.
I know. I wish I
too.
was outside and out of the city to be
Oh,
able
I
to
can't
see it.
I just posted this on my Facebook page right now, and it's our studio lights. And I said that this is my Northern Lights photo right now. So go like and share that one. But send us your photos. I want to see what you're seeing.
Yeah, and it's often in these occurrences that it'll be kind of a short window for some. So we'll see how long this one lasts, where we can see it here this far south. Again, we're kind of right at the peak of the solar activity, the 11-year solar activity. Yeah, it's kind of the best that we've been dealing with. It's been quite active. These magnetic occurrences over the past year or so. This will continue through the next few months. Right now, here on the ground, we're dealing with temperatures into the 60s for highs. Today, more than 10 degrees above normal. We're cooling things down though. It's pretty chilly out there. 50 degrees here in Salt Lake City, but a lot colder here just outside of the city. And we'll see those temperatures as we head into the overnight cool down into the lower 40s. Now we are talking about a few storms here finally in the forecast. We'll let you know how much rain you could see and how much mountain snow we could see as well ahead of a pretty active week ahead of us for next week. I'll have those details coming up. My first alert weather forecast.
All right, Sean, thank you. We know our meteorologists like at least some sort of an active week, so that's nice. Tonight, military families in Roy trying to find their next meal, as many of them are going without a paycheck because of the shutdown. Leslie Duarte shows us an organization that's helping veterans on this holiday.
Although this help comes at a time when military families need it the most, Operation Homefront has been helping families long before this.
So we've seen a 57% increase in requests for food assistance, which it's unprecedented in the time that we provide assistance.
Operation Homefront serving food to 250 military families in Roy on Veterans Day.
This help is life-changing, not just for my family, but for all the families that are suffering right now.
This food giveaway comes at a time when many military families are going without pay.
So I haven't got a paycheck in like 2 months. Which is where this helps out.
Alex Price and his wife, both in the military with 2 young children.
It definitely takes a toll when you're expected to work without pay.
What does this help mean for you and your family?
It means another meal, because we really didn't know what we were going to eat tonight.
We're in the longest shutdown ever. Are you seeing more and more military families in need?
Well, Operation Homefront, in addition to doing holiday meals for military, we have a critical financial assistance program where military families come to us when they reach a financial struggle. Even before the shutdown, they were struggling, and the shutdown sort of exacerbated the problem.
Hearing their testimony and what your organization is doing to them, what does that mean to you?
Well, I think most Americans feel like our military families do so much for our nation, and they should never have to struggle.
This will probably last us like all the way through the end of the year, so we're really thankful.
There are many ways to help military families. If you would like to donate to Operation Homefront, you can visit our KUTV2 News website for more information. Reporting with KUTV2 News, Leslie Duarte.
Veterans Day honors all of those in past and present service. Now we'll head to Mapleton and watch one woman honor a soldier from World War II. Ron Bird went there this morning with a story more than 80 years in the making.
Just last week, you sent me a message, and what did you say in that message?
I did. I wanted to say thank you. You had done a story a few years back, and I realized that I had a flag that didn't belong to me. But I would not have known that had it not been for your story.
Well, I appreciate that. I know a lot of other people do, even across the world. She's talking about a flag that a Japanese soldier had with him some 80 years ago when he was killed in battle. They're called good luck flags, and there were thousands of Japanese soldiers who had these flags. And when they went to battle, their families, friends, would sign, send messages, or put messages on the flag, and they would wear it under their clothing. And if they died in battle, those flags would often be taken and some are here in the U.S. Now, to set the stage for this, let's show you a portion of that story I did 3 years ago when a father and son went from Utah all the way to Hiroshima to bring closure to a family who lost their son, like I say, more than 80 years ago. Take a look.
A life-changing moment for a family in Hiroshima, Japan.
It was a very tender and sweet experience.
Dick Johnson and his son Chris came all the way from Utah to bring them closure after 78 years.
There was a very special feeling. It was intense. It was an honor to return the flag.
That flag marked the homecoming for 21-year-old Japanese soldier Norito Miyoshin. He was killed in a 1944 World War II battle.
They consider that to be his spirit, and it's coming home to them.
Japanese soldiers kept these good luck flags folded under their shirts. They were signed by friends and family, but if they were killed, the flags were often taken from the soldiers' bodies as war souvenirs.
The family and everyone who associated with us there was so grateful to receive this flag.
Dick's father, a World War II Marine, brought the flag home after the war. But just recently, the Obon Society used the signatures and writing on the flag to trace it back to this long-lost soldier.
Okay, and that's where Heather comes in now, and I do appreciate you being here. Sure. Let's talk about your experience, the flag that you found. Tell us about that.
Sure. So in 2005, when my grandmother passed away, we were cleaning out her home. We found a suitcase, an old brown suitcase. It was really tattered. We opened it up, and on the inside was my grandfather's army uniform, some currency from overseas, and this flag. Nobody knew what the flag was for or what it meant, and so we put it away, and my parents took it home and kept it in with their belongings.
Right. And then years later, the story.
Yes. Right. Yeah, so 2020, I'm cleaning out my parents' home, find the flag again, still have no idea what it means, put it away, and then your story pops up, and I knew immediately that's what I had. Yeah. I had one of those flags.
Okay, and it was your grandfather who
Correct.
served in Japan.
Right.
Briefly tell us about him.
Yeah, so my grandfather was drafted into the war. He spent 4 years in the Army, most of that time in the Leyte Islands in the Philippines. Yeah, I know
and he was the one
he talked about.
And he was the one who brought the flag home.
The flag home.
Okay, now that flag has made a return journey to Japan. Yeah. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, so when I found the flag again, I reached out to the Obon Society. They let me know the steps I needed to take in order to get it to them. They then let me know when they received the flag. They actually told me it could take a couple of years to get the flag back to the family, because it's all volunteer work.
It was actually October 8th, I think,
that they presented it.
They presented it to the family.
Yes.
And what family members received the flag?
So the soldier actually had a younger brother who was still living.
Alive. Yeah.
Yeah, and he got the flag.
And when you saw that picture, they sent you a picture and wrote you a letter.
They did.
What was in your mind and heart?
It was incredible. I didn't know how they would feel. You know, I didn't know if they would send me a letter back, though I had asked them to, because I wanted to learn about their soldier too. So that letter was incredible. They were so overwhelmed. The brother was so overwhelmed and happy that Dad had returned.
And we should also add, we do have pictures. There is a frame with 3 brothers.
Yes.
And 3 brothers all lost their lives in the war within days of each other.
18 days. All 3 brothers were lost in the war.
Wow, I mean, a lot to unpack there. Ron Bird doing this story years ago and then doing a Ron on the Run installment on Veterans Day, bringing closure to that family and another family where that flag ultimately ended up. Quite remarkable. If you believe you are in possession of a similar flag, you can always reach out to the Obon Society using the website you see here. They will help you return the artifacts to the original owner's family free of charge. Today, Utah State University continuing to honor veterans. Members of the USU Air Force ROTC holding a 24-hour vigil in the middle of the quad in front of Old Main. So this is happening right now. They march out and back in 1-hour shifts, guarding the flags, honoring fallen and missing service members. The vigil started at 7 this morning. It'll run until 7 tomorrow morning. One mother brought her children to pay their respects.
It feels like a sacred experience being here, watching these men show reverence and honor to those that have come before. And it's neat to see and to have my kids experience this feeling.
Well, tonight Utah State will hold a Veterans Day concert featuring the American Festival Chorus and the USU Symphony Orchestra. That getting underway in about 20 minutes on campus. From facing hardships for the sake of our freedom to homeownership, coming up on Arc Salt Lake, a foundation that helps veterans get into a forever home. Well, today in Taylor, Utah, Nielsen Homes celebrating the meaning of service. They have a Heart Home, which is the Have a Heart Home is a project and a program that helps veterans and families facing hardships achieve affordable home ownership. Now, this year's recipient Tony Valdez, an Air Force veteran who served nearly 20 years. He and his wife, Nicole, also share the new home with Nicole's parents. Her father, also a veteran, is fighting stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
It's been outstanding. You know, when I've been having bad days, Tony and Nikki come down and take care of us, and you know, it's been really great. When this disease finally does take me, my wife has a support network to keep her going. It's not operable. It's wrapped around blood vessels that can't be untangled, and it continues to grow. So it's just eventually going to take me. It just means everything that knowing that Nikki and Tony are just upstairs in case we need anything, in case my wife needs anything. I've gone through 18 rounds of chemo, and it at first was working fine, and now it's not working. So we just started a clinical trial, and hopefully that'll give me more time to be with Tony and Nikki and my wife.
Well, it's heartbreaking to hear Dave speak that way so candidly about his situation. The Have a Heart Foundation says they're always looking for new community partners, project sponsors, and charitable contributions. Future homeowners invited to apply on their website. It's nwaor.com. Now, in honor of Veterans Day, President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance laid a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. That is in Arlington at the National Cemetery there. Veterans were first commemorated after the end of the First World War. It's been a federal holiday since 1954. It honors all the men and women who serve in the military. All right, taking a look. If you have been so fortunate to look up this evening, there's a chance you could see the Northern Lights. What's interesting right now is we are seeing comments from people saying, I can't see it through the naked eye, but I can see it through my phone lens, which is fascinating. So many of you have shared photos with us. We know it's out there right now. You don't have to wait until later. So if you're in a dark spot, a lot of our friends in the Morgan area or in the Basin, for example, higher elevations in the Wasatch back, you are getting a great view of this right now. The colors are just popping. For us here in Salt Lake City, no chance, I think. I did see some drone videos showing just a pink hue of something, Sean Kelly. But these folks that are sending us pictures and really cool imagery, this has been within the last hour. So you don't really have to stay up late per se to see this tonight. We were getting an extra early treat, likely because it's, the sun is set so early this time of year.
And you might have a chance here through midnight, especially the further north and northwest you get outside of the city.
Shout out Lyman, Wyoming tonight, sending in some photos.
You got to get away from the city, but we're going to be kind of contending with the cloud coverage. So not the best chance here in Utah, but this is all because of an 11-year solar cycle of magnetic activity, and it's nearing its peak. So really the next 5 or 6 months will be our only chance this far south in latitude to get these kind of experiences here.
Take advantage of it while you can.
Take advantage of it while you can.
Meanwhile, I think, take advantage of, I guess, the situation we're in right now because we haven't had any snow yet.
You want to know my prediction here, Brian?
Yes, I do.
You're hearing it first. I think a week from today through November 22nd is when we get the best chance to maybe see a little bit of snow here in the valley floors, and maybe our first official snowfall of the season after seeing conditions here kind of lacking and dry to kick off the month of November. But again, we've got some warm temperatures, warm days ahead of us here as we make our way through the next few days. So no snow, no rain in the forecast, at least through the next few days. We've got a breezy end to the week and another drop in the temperatures here as well as we head into the weekend. So kind of a roller coaster ride, 60s to 70 on Thursday. There's that drop as we get into the weekend and into next week. We're also going to be dealing with hopefully some cleaner air out there. If you notice that haze, that inversion settling in, we'll continue to deal with that through the day. Tomorrow, Thursday, improvement as we start to see some stronger winds move in as well. So the high today, 64 degrees. We'll see those lows overnight for the most part dip below 50 degrees. We're already seeing that happen just out outside of the city, into the 40s in the Logan area, Park City, 40 in Heber, 45 in Vernal, 45 in Milford, and 62 in St. George right now. That high pressure system moves out of the way, and this low, two lows will split apart here, producing some showers for Friday evening and then again on Sunday as that second southern low here moves back up towards the north, and this will produce more of a widespread chance of rain. But what I'm looking at is this low behind it into early next week, producing some colder temperatures, and this is when I think we could see some valley snow, at least chances for that beyond it. But for right now, again, I mentioned those clouds building in, some cloudier skies. The further west you head, tomorrow will be kind of a mostly cloudy sky for much of the state, still dry, and then breezy, sunny weather rolls in as we get into Thursday, and also the warmest day of the week. Here comes our next storm moving in. Again, a few showers. This is not going to be a big event on Friday, and in fact, Saturday as well will be cold, but it will be dry. It's Sunday that we'll see that low move in from the south, and we could see some widespread rain chances here up and down the I-15 corridor with, yes, some mountain snow, some colder temperatures to kick off the work week next week, and then maybe potentially our first snow of the season a week from today, so we'll keep an eye on it. In the meantime, rainfall totals, again, through the next 7 days could be pretty impressive, so watch out for that. Again, the best chance for rain will be next week. Those lows overnight were down into the 40s. Highs tomorrow into the 60s we go for much of the area. St. George, you have temperatures here that will be much colder as we head into the next week. You'll see those highs into the 50s after being in the 70s. And then across the Wasatch Front, we go from the 60s, 70s to 50s for next week. It's significantly more active. We'll be right back.
McDonald's popular McRib sandwich is back, but there's a catch. It's only available at some locations.
Yeah, according to McRibLocator.com, you can only get this sandwich at 3 Utah locations: Draper, Orem, and Clinton, Utah. It's unclear how long it will be on the menu. What kind of meat is a McRib?
Hot dog meat, right? Same question. All right, you should not hide from police, but if you did, you might want to make sure your hiding place is secure.
Yeah, this Florida man was hiding from police when his plan collapsed.
Show me your hands. Can't. I'm hanging from the ceiling. Suspect crashed through the ceiling of a house right into the custody of the SWAT team chasing him. That man was taken into custody, charged with Grand Theft Auto, not the video game. Yeah, check your ceilings, apparently.